Shana Tova, everyone. On this new year, we have so much truly to be grateful for. The beautiful voice of our fully ordained cantor singing the Holy Day Liturgy for the first time as a cantor, our beautiful choir and our accompanist, and being surrounded by family and friends. So much to be grateful for. The Detroit Lions, a stellar political campaign. I mean, just such a wonderful year. And one of the things that we have to be grateful for are our spouses as clergy, who truly make this job part of their lives, and this really mission that we're on are so much our partners. And one of those is Stephanie Michaels, and we call her forward for the honor of lighting the lights of the new year.
With the setting of this evening sun, united with Jews of every place and time, we proclaim a new year of hope. May the light of the divine shine forth to lead us, to show us the good we must do, the harmony we must create. Let the fire we kindle be for us a warming flame, whose brightness shows us the path of life. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Yom Tov. Blessed is the eternal power that inspires us to kindle the light of Yom Tov. Blessed is the source of life and light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazaman hazeh. Blessed is the eternal power of the universe for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We continue responsively on page 51 in our Maksurim, page 51. In the twilight of the vanishing year, we lift up our hearts in thanksgiving. We were sustained by love and kindness, comforted in times of sorrow, found happiness in our homes and gladness with our friends. We lift up our hearts in thanksgiving as the new year begins.
As the new year begins, our spirits rise in grateful song.
But there were dreams that came to naught, and times when we refused to dream. These, with much regret, we now remember as the new year begins.
As the new year begins, tradition fills our thoughts.
Some of our days were dark with grief. Many a tear furrowed our cheeks. Alas, for the tender ties that were broken. We look back with sorrow as the new year begins.
As the new year begins, tears well up within us.
Yet we look ahead with hope, giving thanks for the daily miracle of renewal, for the promise of good to come. May this Rosh Hashanah, birthday of the world, be our day of rebirth into life and peace, serenity and safety as the new year begins.
As the new year begins, so is hope reborn with us.
Together, in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, there shall be a sacred assembly, a cessation from work, a day of commemoration proclaimed by the sound of the shofar. Please rise.
תיקחו בחודש שופר, בכסל ליום חגנו. כי חוק לישראל הוא. משפט לאלוהי יעקב.
May this new year, called 5,777, bring to us and the whole house of Israel life and peace, joy and exaltation, redemption and comfort.
May this new year bring us life and peace, joy and exaltation, redemption and comfort. Amen.
Please remain standing as we continue at the bottom of page 54. Praise be the eternal God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings on the evening.
With wisdom you open heaven's gates. With understanding you make the ages pass and the seasons alternate.
Your will controls the stars as they travel through the sky.
Creator of day and night, you roll light away from darkness and darkness from light. You cause day to pass and bring on the night. The God of all being is your name. O living and eternal God, rule us always to the end of time. Blessed is the God whose word makes evening fall.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamahariv haravim.
Unending is your love for your people, the house of Israel. Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts have you taught us. Therefore, O God, when we lie down and when we rise up, We will meditate on your laws and rejoice in your Torah and mitzvot forever.
Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life and the length of our days. O may your love never depart from our hearts. Blessed are you, O God. You love your people Israel.
Ichem hayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your might. Write them and learn them and teach them well, every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice that you will hear if you listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Shema Israel. Listen to our God. Listen to our God. As we're seated, we join together in the chanting of Ve'ahavta, page 56. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי ואתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Redemption comes in many forms. For the Jewish community of America in the 21st century, our biggest worry, our hand-wringing, is often about the millennials, this next generation. How are we going to tie them to Judaism? And at Temple, as you know, we have started a truly amazing outreach program called The Well. And The Well will be holding a huge event on the Sunday between the holidays at 3:30 in Shane Park, downtown, where those who come will have a chance to throw their sins onto the Detroit River in the form of little, really bagel crumbs, but bread crumbs. And the way I imagine my head is that we'll have 1,000 people there, and there will be, and the first person that throws the crumbs in the waters of the Detroit Sea will part. Everyone will go over to Windsor, get some Chinese food perhaps. No, I don't think that's going to happen, but I do want to invite you, no matter what age you are, to join us there, because I do think in that event there is the seed of the future, the seed of redemption, and I want you to be there for it as we sing together our song of redemption, the Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, וכאיים לפני משה ומרים, זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Now let all come to say, the Eternal has redeemed Israel and all the oppressed. Blessed is the eternal God.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. Oh, cause us, our Creator, to lie down in peace and raise us up, O sovereign God, to renewed life and peace. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamidenu Malkeinu Oh, spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and be our shield of mercy and of peace. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'hamidenu malkeinu
Cause us, O eternal God, to lie down in peace, and raise us up, O sovereign, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from hatred and plague. Blessed are you, O God, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Yitkada ve'yitkada Shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uve'yomechon uve'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Bagala uvizeman karid Deimeru Yeshmei Rabbah mevarach Le'olam ule'olamei alemaya Yitparach, Yitpa'ar, Yitromam, Yitnasei, Yitadar, Yitalev, Yitalal, Shemei de Kudeshah, Le'ela ule'ela, min kol birchata v'shirata, Tush bechata v'nefemata, Damiran ve'alma v'himeru, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Ivoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka v'Elohei Leah v'Elohei Rachel Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora Avion Omen האבות ואימהות, ומי וגאולה, לפני בניהם למען שמו ואהבה.
We continue on page 61. You are our God, even as you were the God of Abraham and Sarah, the God of our fathers and mothers, the God of all the ages of Israel.
They are our past as we are their future.
We recall their vision and pray for the strength to keep it alive. Help us, O God, and shield to keep their faith.
O God, shield of Abraham, Sarah's help, in all generations be our help, our shield, our God.
Remember us unto life, O Sovereign, who delights in life, and inscribe us in the book of life, O God of life.
למענך, למענך, למענך אלוהים חיים. 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 Remember us unto life, O Sovereign, who delights in life, and inscribe us in the book of life, and inscribe us, O God of life. Lemancha, lemancha, lemancha Elohim chayim. Lemancha, lemancha, lemancha Elohim chayim. Lemancha, lemancha, lemancha Elohim chayim. Lemancha, מלך עוזר, מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
Please read with me responsively by paragraph at the bottom of page 61. Love is the thread that binds our lives in a lasting fabric which time shall fray.
Pray that the only be rewoven by each generation.
Each generation will lift the fallen to their feet and hold them as they learn to walk.
And as they learn to walk, the sickness of our time will be healed by those who drink deep from ancient wells of truth.
From ancient wells of truth, they will draw strength to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
We praise the source of life and power, who has implanted within us immortal yearning, undying hopes.
Please be seated. Now in awe we behold the wonder of being, an awesome pageant of shapes and forms, yet all akin, one family of life.
We ask for insight to see its glory. We hope for courage to trust its goodness. We yearn for grace to fill the world with gladness. We seek the strength to help redeem it.
A world released from sorrow to joy. The bowed head shall be raised, the bent back made straight. Those who dragged their chains shall dance and sing. O may violence give way to goodness, the land be cleansed of tyrants, and prophet's word redeemed. Peace shall rule the earth.
The Eternal One shall reign forever. Your God, O Zion, from generation to generation. Hallelujah.
Kadosh ata v'norash שמך ואין אלוהים מבלעדיך. כך כתוב, ויקבע אדוני צבאות במשפט, והאל הקדוש נקדש בצדקה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלך הקדוש. Amen. We pray silently using the meditations that follow through page 68 or with a prayer of your own. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Be'amecha Yisrael U'tefilatam Be'ahava Yikabel U'tehil Ratzon Tamid Avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lechol Re'av B'nei Avadecha V'chaneinu Shefach Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezena Eleinu V'shuvcha leTzion
Some of you may have heard that when Wendy and I were leading the trip to Eastern Europe this year, we got a call that our son Jesse had broken his clavicle in two places in a mountain biking accident, and Fortunately, the surgery was successful and he was healing. 2 weeks later, we received a text from him telling us that he was going skydiving. I'm afraid, my friends, there are no prayers for being a meshuggah. But there are prayers for healing. And those prayers can fly through the air. From this moment right here to your friends and neighbors, friends and members of your community who are in need of a healing of the body or spirit. And we pray that they will have a complete healing and that they will never, ever skydive ever again.
Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We rise as we turn to page 69 for Avinu Malkeinu. We read together, Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice. Avinu Malkeinu, we have sinned against you. Avinu Malkeinu, have compassion on us and on our children. Avinu Malkeinu, make an end to sickness, war, and famine. Avinu Malkeinu, make an end to all oppression. Avinu Malkeinu, inscribe us for blessing in the book of life. Avinu Malkeinu, let the new year be a good year for us. Avinu Malkeinu, give strength to your people Israel. Avinu Malkeinu, be gracious and answer us, for we have little merit. Treat us generously and with kindness and be our help.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Chamol Aleinu, Ve'alol Aleinu, Ve'tapeinu.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Shana Tova.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Kadesh Aleinu, Shana Tova.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu.
Are there any New Year's resolutions out there? Have you started to make your New Year's resolutions at this time? It's a redo for the Jewish community. We get January and again in the fall at the high holidays. And this year, I have decided that I am going to make a change in my life. In order to be healthier, I am choosing to reduce the amount of refined sugars that I'm going to put into my body. And I've decided that a good place to start is to stop drinking so much Coke. So I'm just going to put a Coke into my bag and say the magic Rosh Hashanah words. You can say them with me. Shana Tova Umituka. And amazingly, an apple comes out. Now, I must tell you, an apple is much better than a Coke, but I need something a little bit more. And there's some other words. L'shana tova tikatevu. And out comes some honey to go with my apple. It's perfect because this is the perfect Rosh Hashanah. Now, I know what all of you are thinking. All I did was exchange a bottle of Diet Coke or Coke with my apple and my honey inside my bag, so there is some help I need from you. The words are Good Yontif. Together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy New Year. I'll never tell you how I did it. A good stage effect is always so much fun to watch. For just that brief moment, you suspend disbelief and you accept the power of magic. Our brain sends signals of one reality, but our eyes tell us another story. In one fleeting moment, you accept that illusion, but the realistic side of your mind tells you that it is just a magic trick. It must be sleight of hand. You know it's not real, but somehow you believe, and the power of magic is real. Now, this human contradiction is captured in the idiom, you have to see it to believe it. In the world of psychology, Jean Piaget called it object permanence. In simple terms, it is our ability to recognize that objects continue to exist even when you can't see them. We develop this knowledge as infants, but then as adults, things change and we forget that principle. When it comes to our own personal growth, we have to see it to believe it. Instead of living with confidence that anything is possible, even if it is not in our field of vision, we become jaded and insecure. We become our own worst critics. The older we get, the more skeptical we may become, understanding that there is always more than meets the eye. In some ways, we revert back to being infants. We say, if I can't see it, then it just can't be. Now, recently, I had the opportunity to see a new stage production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. While the lead was no Gene Wilder of blessed memory, Willy Wonka's entrance to the stage was highlighted by a magnificent moment. He sings the performance of a song called It Must Be Believed to Be Seen. And it's a suggestion that what lies behind the gates of Willy Wonka's factory can only be understood by by those who believe first in the possibility of the extra normal. In truth, it flies in the face of everything we know to be real. But maybe there is something to be learned on this Rosh Hashanah, that when we believe first, then possibilities exist. And it's exactly why you enjoyed the magic trick at the beginning of this sermon. You simply accepted the experience, and then you saw the magic. And that way of thinking can be a powerful tool as we enter a new year at Rosh Hashanah. As Jews, we are taught that seeing is actually not necessary to fulfill our purpose on earth. The most obvious example is embedded in our own prayer words. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. The Shema immediately announces to us that our faith begins with a different one of our senses. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. While we may not be able to see God in physical form by paying attention to the world around us, we could discover something larger, a force in the universe that motivates our success. It is that force that some people call God. Now, in real life, it does not come naturally for us human beings. Once when I was a student, I prayed and prayed for an A on a test. My prayers were not answered without hours of studying. And I was terribly disappointed. Looking back, I realized that I was actually looking for the wrong thing. It wasn't God that I needed. It was confidence in my own abilities to make anything happen that was hiding from my sight. If only I could have believed in myself. That was the magic that was missing during my adolescence. And it is so important to adopt this attitude when it comes to achieving our goals as we approach this new year. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words, and this becomes our reality." Consider this example. There is a classic study that has been replicated multiple times around the world where teachers are told that a few of their students are about to blossom intellectually. That expectation, though based on completely false information, leads the teachers to behave differently with those students. They talk more to the students, they read more to those specially gifted students, and in turn, those students, similar to everyone else in their class, become better. Simple but true, what we think can become our reality. And that philosophy has been proven to be true in so many historical examples. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. dreamed, and his leadership led to significant change in our country. Gandhi believed, and he became a champion of peace. And for the Jewish people, there is one visionary whose idealism has now become our inheritance. Tired of the anti-Semitism he saw around him in the late 1800s, Theodor Herzl taught, "If you will it, it is not a dream. Im tirtzu enzo agada." That powerful message led to the creation of the modern state of Israel. And that historic example should be enough to prove that a personal belief can lead to a reality. But I am not Mr. Herzl, I am not Dr. King, and I am certainly no Mahatma Gandhi. Today, at Rosh Hashanah, standing before you, I am just a regular human being, your rabbi, your friend. So I turn instead of to these great leaders, to an incredible story of a regular man about whom you have never heard. His name is Aharon Shlush. In 1887, he was living in Palestine, in the port city of Jaffa, dreaming of an autonomous Jewish presence in Israel. He had heard about Herzl's vision. He decided to put it into action himself. Acting alone, he built a new home on top of a sand dune. And he moved his family from Jaffa to create the first modern Jewish city in Israel. People told him he was completely crazy, and perhaps he was. But Shlush pursued that dream. He believed in his vision, and that sand dune was transformed into the neighborhood of Neve Tzedek, in the heart of a city you may have heard of. It's called Tel Aviv. Later, that same man, Aharon Shlush, was also an investor who wanted to build a railway from Jaffa to Jerusalem, the first of its kind. A century later, those original train tracks would become the foundation of a modern high-speed rail project championed by former Israeli President Shimon Peres of blessed memory. He too was a dreamer. His vision was never swayed despite many challenges. Following his death this past week, the Forward newspaper printed this assessment of his success. Beyond his achievements, there is something else. Peres symbolized the nation's dream. Like Theodor Herzl, his mind was a half-century into the future, even as he fought to forge new realities. As with Herzl, not every piece of Peres's dream was workable in his time, and some efforts yielded bitter fruit. But his refusal to let go of the great visions made him an embodiment of Zionism. In his own words, spoken at an AIPAC convention a few years ago, we hear Peres's indomitable spirit. I stand before you as a hopeful man, proud to be Jewish, proud to be Israeli, proud to be here and present at the birth of Israel, proud to serve my country for 65 years. Israel was conceived as an idea born in defiance of history, creating a new world by drawing on the values of the past and the innovations of the future. Herzl, Peres, and Aharon Shlush, along with so many others with similar dreams and their own desires, work to build our Jewish homeland. Their spirit continues to flourish in Israel today, leading to its nickname as the Startup Nation. This attitude lives in the kishkis of the Jewish people even today. It is who we are. So as we enter a new year, we face an enormous challenge. Despite those famous examples of believers, we still need to see results before believing in our dreams. More and more in a modern society, we have become a visual people. We're bombarded by visual stimulus on computers. We read our books on our devices. Our lives are documented on Snapchat and Instagram, and we publicize even the simplest moments on Facebook Live. We become used to imagery, even addicted to the power of seeing reality TV or real-life pictures on the news. If we don't see it in front of us today, it must not exist. But I'm suggesting today on Rosh Hashanah, at the beginning of a new year, this may not be the best way to live. What if, for a moment, we focused on the things we want to become rather than what others have experienced? We should care more about our own visions than we do of other people's opinions. Because if we do that, I believe we will be rewarded even more. By refusing to accept failure as a final answer, we can transform our lives for the better, and there are so many examples of this in the world. Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections before eventually becoming our president. Charles Darwin was told by his father that he would never amount to anything. And Michael Jordan, the great basketball player, did not make his freshman year high school basketball team. Theodor Herzl, Aharon Shlush, so many others, all of those famous names, they are people who realized the power of their personal beliefs and never gave up. That kind of thinking brings me back to where I began, to the illusion that started my sermon. You see, on Rosh Hashanah, we have a choice. We can either find the strength to believe, or we can stop now, at the beginning of a new year, achieving nothing. My prayer tonight is that this new year will bring us magic, that magic will become a reality in our lives. And so I wish all of you a new year filled with the possibilities, filled with your visions and your dreams. Shana Tova.
Amen.
קדושים בכל יום, בכל יום יהללוך. סלאם. Days pass and the years vanish. We walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze if the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, who reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder. How filled with awe is this place? How filled with awe is this place? How filled with awe is this place? And we did not know it. We did not know it. How filled with awe is this place?
Shana Tova, everyone. What a wonderful way to welcome in the new year. So I'm sort of hoping that all together we can do a magic trick of our own, and that is to make all the people in this room appear in the other room tomorrow morning. So we can all do that together. All it means is you go to the sanctuary for your service tomorrow, and you will hear a different sermon in celebration of Rosh Hashanah. Actually, that's a thought to remind you to look at your tickets for tomorrow. If you remember, our times are a little different this year for holidays. I know the adult services are at 9:45 and 12:30. I forget what time the family service is. I'm already here, so I don't have to worry about it, but you need to look at your tickets. As you leave tonight, there are Yad Ezra bags that we would like for you to take and fill up with food and bring back on Yom Kippur so that we can help feed the hungry. And also, as you're leaving, there are cards for you if you have a college student in your family. So if you're a bubby or a zaidi, if you're a parent, if you happen to be a college student, we want to stay in touch with them. So fill out these cards, bring them in, send them in, call the temple directly, whatever you want, but we want their information, and we'll take them to dinner, and we'll send them packages and continue our relationship with them even while they're away at school. And Rabbi Yedwab mentioned the well, and I also wanted to make mention that there are these business cards outside for you to take and remind you about Rosh Hashanah on the river on October 9th. It's at 3:30. Take these, take as many as you want, give them to anybody who you think would enjoy Tashlich that day. So I think I have covered everything, and so we turn now to our adoration, page 72, as we rise.
Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto God, who spread the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. Adonai is a God, there is none else, there is none else. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We turn now to page 73 at in the middle of the page. The light of life is a finite flame. Like a candle, life is kindled. It burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. We remember now those who've died in recent days. We remember Sylvia Babcock, Albert Blaze, Marlene Bez, Joan Braun, Lawrence Diskin, Sandra Gale, Maureen Garvin, Barbara Ginsburg, Martha Goldberg, Shirley Sufrin Gordon, Harry Kaplan, Cal Levy, Francis Levy, Francis Milgram, Eleanor Minkoff, Eileen Mullen, Douglas Pierce, Robert Ristman, Shirley Schramm, Constance Sanford, Dottie Schwartz, Isaiah Schaefer, Deanne Shapiro, Dr. Leslie Scheer, June Snyder, Arnold Sokol, Scott Sakanji, Dr. Benjamin Stein. And we remember those who died on Rosh Hashanah in years past: Hyman Boyer, Regina Burdowski, Dr. Gary Allen Bernstein, Sarah Eva Collins, Gerald Ginter, Celia Glovinsky, Samuel Grandin, Lucille Iddickson, Annie Landsberg, Morris Mellon, Milton Pierce, Maurice Polinsky, Lawrence Reich, Diane Reed, Dr. Jeffrey David Roshan, Anna Rothenberg, Florence Selman, Dr. Benjamin Sherbin, Irma Somlio, Phyllis Spector, Helen Tobias, Irving Tyner, Lillian Walters, Eva Weiner, and Pearl Wolnes. Tehei Nishmotehem Soror B'Tzra Chaim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. As we turn now to the words of the Kaddish at the bottom of page 73. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chaye chon u'vyomei chon u'b'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Vita dar, vita le, vita lal, shemei de kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
Now, of course, we know if Rabbi Bennett were a real magician, he would have turned that bottle of Coca-Cola into a single malt scotch. But he does have magic powers. And so I'm going to ask him to come forward for a final benediction. And these words, these magic words, will turn you into a congregation of people who sing the final anthem at the top of their lungs and then give each other a kiss and a hug.
May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds yet to come. May you trust in generations past and yet to be. May your eyes shine with the light of holy words, and may your face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever speak with wisdom, your fulfillment be in justice. May your heart be filled with intuition, and your words be filled with insight. May songs of praise be upon your tongue, your vision straight before you, even as you ever yearn to listen to the words of the holy, ancient one of old. Shana Tova Tikatevu. May you be inscribed for blessing in the book of life as we say together, Amen.
Page 75. Adon olam asher malach b'terem ko yetzir nivra להתנשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא.
This is when you put your arms around each other.
אחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, והתנשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה. והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה. והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעשרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא. אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, להתנשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה. בידו אף כדרוכי, ועת ישן והעירה, ואמרוכי גביעתי, ודול הייני ולא אירא. שנה טובה, שנה טובה, שנה טובה, שנה טובה, שנה טובה, שנה טובה, שנה טובה ומתוקה. שנה טובה, שנה Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Shana Tova umetuka. Shana Tova umetuka.